All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to use Facebook stories for marketing your business. And I'm going to share with you my results, what I was actually able to do by leveraging Facebook stories. All right, so you definitely want to stick with me all the way through this video so you don't miss anything. Now, my name is Rakeem Madison, and if you get value at any point in this video, be sure to smash that like button. Also, drop me a comment down below letting me know if you're already using Facebook stories to market your business, and let me know some strategies that you're implementing down below as well. Now, with that being said, let's get right to it. Now, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go over to the results. I'm gonna show you the results. Then after that, we're gonna break the strategy down, and then I'm gonna show it to you live here on my Facebook profile. All right, so let's go over to one of my Stripe accounts. All right, so as you can see, multiple payments that have been paid out, but the one I want you to pay attention to is this one right here for $197, right? So you can see right here, March 23rd, so it wasn't that long ago at the time that I'm recording this video, but I've also used this in the past where you can see multiple payments if I were to scroll down, right? Now, this works, but what I did is I did a slight tweak on it, right? And you're gonna be able to see what I'm talking about as we continue to go through. All right, so those are the results. So just so you can see, we'll get that out of the way. Now, let's go straight to this whiteboard. Now, what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna draw some squares, okay? So these squares are gonna represent Facebook stories. Now, what you want to do on these Facebook stories. Now, I've been implementing this strategy using video. Now, if you're watching this video right now, you're like, I don't really want to do the whole video thing. Well, if whatever it is that you have, whatever expertise that you have to be willing to show people that you can actually help them. One thing I always say is the only way you can show people that you can help them is by actually helping them, right? So the strategy kind of goes like this. So let's say that this is my Facebook story right here. In this Facebook story, in order for me to get more, generate more leads or get more clients or whatever, I have to show these people that I can get them a result. And it can't always be my result, right? It has to be other people's results, because in a person's mind, they already feel like, oh, okay, I see that he's doing it, but what about him helping somebody else? That gives them, that feeling inside, like, okay, he can actually help me. So in this case, what I was doing was, I'm just gonna draw some little scribbles right here, right? So this is gonna be my Facebook story. So this is Facebook story number 1. Now I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show this to you on the whiteboard, and then I'm gonna show this to you live, just so everything makes sense. So this is my first Facebook story. So what I did is I implemented using a show, right? I basically created a show. And in that show, it's called Complete Vulnerability Video Ranking. Now, when I started to do that, I said, okay, so how can I show people who I want to help, like my ideal client, how can I show them that I can help them? Well, I have to do something that keeps me pretty much vulnerable, right? So basically how the show works is, when I go out and I choose a keyword that I know I've done in the past, right? I don't do much research on it at all, and then I just come on the Facebook story and I show them. We see what happens, right? So I could either be ranking for the keyword or I could not be ranking for the keyword. And then my client can either be ranking for the keyword or not ranking for the keyword. And you're going to be able to see exactly what I'm talking about when I actually start to go over this. So that's Facebook story number 1. I come on, I give the intro, and the intro basically goes like this. Welcome to Complete Vulnerability Video Ranking, where I choose a keyword and then we go find out whether we're ranking for it or not. All right, and then I just basically tell them, hey, go ahead and watch the next story if you want to see if I'm actually ranking for it or not. Now, if that's my ideal client, then they're probably going to watch because they want to see, okay, is he actually ranking or not, right? So that's the first story. So we're going to go draw a quick arrow over here. All right, so here we go. This is the next Facebook story. Now, the next Facebook story, what I do is I say, okay, now it's time to educate them a little bit, right? So I tell them, okay, this is an incognito browser and I'm not logged in. And then I let them know at this point, that means that I'm going to get accurate rankings. So then what I do is I take them to the next story, right? So on the next story, this is where the main finale is. Now I kind of switched it up because at first I was doing intro, show them the keyword I'm going to rank for with like a text story. And then I would send them to the one that basically educates them, which is this one right here. But I switched it up because I was like, okay, I looked at the conversion rate. I saw it go from 50 viewers on the Facebook story, and then it'll go to like 15, right? That's too much of a drop off for me. So I was like, okay, I don't want to lose people. So from here, basically I cut out the one that was here where it was just a text. And I know maybe this is not making that much sense right now, but I hope you will understand when I show it to you live. All right, so here we go. So this is the next Facebook story. So this is the Facebook story that where they find out whether I'm ranking for it or I'm not ranking for it. Now, if I consistently do this, and most of the time that I come on these stories, I'm ranking for it. In my ideal client's mind, they're like, okay, I see that he's doing it. Now they're gonna look for you to show somebody else as well, and that's where the power is. Because if you're the expert, then people are gonna look to you, right? You want people to look to you for that specific thing, and so that was the goal. So I'm like, okay, let's actually educate them now. This is where the other story comes in, where I start to educate them. Now, this is not every single time. Typically, I just do this one, and this one, and then I'll give a call to action. I don't educate them every single time because they'll grasp the concept. But the good thing about it is if you're adding between 10 to 20 friends per day, you're gonna get new people. So you can bring the education back into the play. So what I'm gonna do, I know this may not be as clear, so let's actually go over to my Facebook profile to break this down. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my most recent story, because that's actually what I was just breaking down on the whiteboard. All right, so this is my most recent story. I'm gonna go through it, and I'm gonna show you pretty much what I'm doing. All right, so listen up. Welcome to Complete Vulnerability Video Ranking, where I choose a keyword, and then we go find out whether we're ranking for it or not, all right? So definitely check out that next story, and we're gonna see exactly what happens. See you over there. All right, so at this point, I gave them my intro. I let them know, hey, this is the beginning of the show. Look forward to that next story to see exactly what's gonna happen. So then at this point, let's go over to the next one. All right, so we got incognito. I'm not signed in. Now we know we're about to get accurate data. Now if I paste my keyword in there, you see it auto-populate, so that means that it actually gets demand, all right? So we're about to see exactly what happens when I hit enter. All right, so at that point, let's hit enter. Hold up. All right, so at that point, that's where I educate them. I say, okay, so we're in incognito mode, and I'm not logged in, so you know what I'm about to show you are accurate rankings. So I gave them a show, right? They're looking forward to it. I educated them in the process, and then now we're getting ready for the grand finale, which is where we see if I'm actually ranking for the keyword, right? So let's go back. Okay, so check it out, right? This gets 50 searches a month. CPC is about $6.72. That's what advertisers pay. But as you can see, I got that spot for free. So let's go. All right, so at this point, if that's my ideal client, they're like, oh, okay, he's ranking for it. Right? And then if I keep doing this consistently, people are going to be like, okay, I really think this person can help me, but I just want to see if they're actually helping other people, right? So I'm going to show you another example that I did where I leveraged one of my students. All right, so let's keep going. What's the point of ranking videos? Well, number one, it builds your brand. Number two, it helps you get more leads, and it helps you get more paying customers. The video I just showed you has already generated me sales, literally on complete autopilot, without talking. Almost. All right, so basically I let them know. So what's the point of ranking videos? Well, number one, it's going to help you build your brand. Number two, is going to help you get more leads. And number three, is going to help you get more sales. And then I let them know, hey, I've already generated a couple of sales from that specific video that I just showed them. So that's social proof. So you can kind of see the pattern, right? So we come on, then we create some type of curiosity, we educate them in the process, and then we share some social proof while educating them at the same time. So then on the next one, that's where I give my call to action. I said, hey, if you actually do it right, you can actually start to generate sales. Now, if you want to learn how to do it right, go ahead and reach out to me. And you know, if you want more information, boom, that's it. All right, now I'm gonna show you another example. If I can actually find this one, I'll show you exactly how this one was. I want to say it was this one. Welcome to Complete Vulnerability Video Ranking, where I choose a keyword and we go find out whether we're ranking for it or not. All right, so definitely go ahead and pay attention to that next story. We're gonna see exactly what happens. See you over there. All right, so we got incognito, we got me not signed in, so we know we're about to get the accurate data. So now I'm going to paste the keyword. That's the keyword right there. It's auto-populating, which means that... So that's not the one I was actually trying to show you. Let me go to, I think it's this one right here. Welcome to Complete Vulnerability Video Ranking, where I choose a keyword and we go find out whether we're ranking for it or not. All right, so definitely pay attention to that next story, and we're gonna see exactly what that keyword is. See you over there. All right, so we got incognito. We got me not signed in, so we know we're about to get accurate data. Now, when we paste the keyword. All right, so right here, right? This is actually one of my students just implementing exactly what I taught to be able to rank videos literally high up in the search engines, right? So now let's continue. We can see it gets demand, which is good. So now let's see what actually happened. All right, so you can see right here, this gets 2,400 searches per month. We can see that this is the #1 video, and then this is the #2 video, right? So the #2 video is actually one of my students. I taught her exactly what it is that I do to rank videos, and all she did was implement it. And so at this point, right, the next thing is I give my like my call to action. Need high rankings to grow your business? Send me a PM. So now at this point, they don't only see me, they see clients, right? And not just one client, but multiple clients that I work with that are ranking high, right? So the goal of this is to show people that you can actually help them, right? That is the goal of this strategy. That is the real way for you to generate more clients, leads, prospects, whatever business you're in here watching this. It will work if you can show them some way. I love that, you know, ranking is so easy to have that proof, right? Because all I have to do is just go to incognito, type the keyword in, and I can show them that I can help them. So you got to think about that for your business, all right? So hopefully you got some value from this video, and if you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also, drop me a comment down below letting me know if this was helpful. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get up off this video real quick, and hopefully you got some value. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.